Two.
All right. Welcome everybody. Welcome back. We've been out of commission for a while. This is sports talk. You know what I'm saying? Sports fan talk, excuse me. That's how long it's been. I am your humble host, Big G.
And it's your boy, the Young Architect, man, back at it again.
Yes. We're back at it again, and we got some nice topics for y'all. We're gonna dig into it, and it's been a while, but we're gonna get right back into it. Man, I know the
Huh.
NBA finals tonight, huh?
No, it's tomorrow night.
Oh, I was about to say,
Tomorrow
I
night.
ain't even got my setup right. That's we've been out of been a lot going on, graduations, sports for youngins and everything. So, but yeah, tonight, some of the topics we're gonna be hitting on, the Ja Morant suspension situation, where should Chris Paul go next year, NBA Finals, Dalvin Cook gets released by the Vikings, and where should D-Hop sign? But we're gonna start off with NBA Finals since we're already there. Man, the Nuggets have a commanding 3-1 lead. You know what I mean, Architect? Where do we go from here, man?
Hey, man, I'm hoping that, maybe the Heat can squeeze out one more, but, just because they're at home. But realistically, I think the Nuggets got this on lock, man. So I'm going to just say this now. Early congratulations to all the Denver Nuggets fan and the Nuggets organization for securing their first title. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Jokic is the truth, man. I feel like, I think I said this in the last episode, but I feel like he might actually deserve that third MVP, man. But the way he's been playing, I mean, shit. Uh, as much as I say they talk about European players, man, he is true. He is the truth. You know what I mean? I think what really saved him, and he may not get the credit, Jamal Murray. Jamal Murray been balling, man. You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
Oh, Canadian can ball, man.
yeah, you know what I'm saying. So I think, you know what I'm saying, I think the Nuggets gonna go ahead and wrap this one up. But as much as I want the series to continue, but I think it's a done deal at this point, man.
Yeah, do you remember when we were on this show a few weeks ago? There was one of us when the Warriors got knocked out who said they thought the Nuggets might win it all.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
It's I actually think the Celtics would have been a better match for the Nuggets because the star. I think
Mm,
star for star. The only thing with them, like, it's a bad matchup with the Heat because the Heat could turn them over. I don't
mhm,
think the Nuggets would be turning them over. It would be more of a score fest. You know what I mean? So I think it'd have been a better matchup. You know what I mean? When you got the two stars for the Celtics plus their bench and their role players going against the Nuggets is better matchup than the Heat, man. The Heat just got the Celtics number.
yeah,
You know, the Heat was fortunate this year. Injuries in the playoffs got them, I'm saying, past the Bucks. I mean, they had their own injuries too, but they just had more heart and desire than anybody in the East. And
yeah,
then going against the Nuggets, man, it's just they don't have enough talent, right? You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? Like you got the MVP, like you said, then you got Murray, and then who's the other guy, man?
Michael Porter Jr.
Yeah, Porter
Yeah,
Jr. And he ain't even been
Aaron.
playing.
Shit, even Aaron Gordon. You know what
Aaron
I mean?
Gordon, but Porter
Yeah.
Jr. ain't even been playing all that
Nah,
well,
he got.
man.
If I'm not mistaken, he got benched either last game or the game before, or something like that.
Yeah. So it's just the Nuggets. You could just look when you're watching the game, the flow of the game. It just looks like the better team is finding their groove, while the other team is kind of scratching and clawing and trying to keep it close. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I don't know if they even call game two. That's the game the Heat won, but it was just kind of like, okay, you guys got one. You got lucky. You know what I'm
Showed
saying?
that it showed they had heart. You know what I mean?
Mhm. Or, I'm a slight bit of a conspiracy theorist.
Hmm.
It's like we can't have a 4-0 finals, man.
They
You know
could
what I
have.
mean?
They could
Like
have. With
it's like
this, I feel like they could have. With these two teams.
I think they should have. I think it should have been 4-0, but they got their little one game, stretched out. The NBA know this is a mismatch. All right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's 4-1 sounds about right. Miami's not gonna win. You know what
Nah,
I'm saying? There's
nah.
there's no way.
Hey,
Now,
if they do though, the fix is in. Boy.
yeah,
You
especially
know what I mean?
in Denver. Nah,
Yeah.
I don't see it happening, man. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah, so
I think that's a wrap. You know what I mean? And I'm with you. Congratulations to Denver Nuggets for winning their first title. Uh,
yep.
Jokic, the Finals MVP.
Oh, for sure, without a doubt, without a doubt.
Uh, and man, the Euros are kind of, they setting a new bar.
Uh, I don't know about that
Uh,
one. I don't know if I
and
can hop on that
Jokic,
train.
what's the other dude for the Mavericks?
Luca ain't done much. Luca, I mean, he's great in the regular season. I'll give him
Bruh.
that.
All right, check this out, man. Out of the five best players in the NBA, maybe three of them are not Americans. You probably got
Nah, I
Luke.
think four.
Yeah,
I think
four.
you got Giannis, you got Luca, you got Jokic, and you got Embiid.
Yeah, there you
Yeah,
go.
there you go.
And who? And then LeBron, huh?
Well, let to be fair, Embiid is African, so that's not really
That's what I
European.
said. Not
Uh,
not American.
so yeah,
You know what I mean? Three of them is Euros, and then one Africoid, and then you got who you got from
bro,
America, man? You got
shit.
Braun. Who's taking? And that's the
This
thing.
year, I
We're gonna
think
talk,
this year, I
but
don't
we're
know,
gonna talk
man.
later. The person they want to be the face of American basketball right now, he want to have the gun show. But we'll get into that a little later.
And the other one is having baby problems. All right.
He can't even get on the court, man. Matter of fact, that's not on the agenda tonight, but we're gonna have to chop that up a little bit too,
Oh,
man.
for sure, for sure, for sure.
Matter of fact,
We can get into that right now.
I mean, I don't know much about it. Let me pull. I
Oh,
know, I
oh,
know the skeleton about it,
oh
but
man,
you got the
I've
details.
been following that one to a T, baby. You know,
Ah,
I'm all over the Twitterverse.
so enlighten me, young man.
So Zion Williamson, you know what I'm saying? He's just as horny as Deshaun was.
Bruh, is that so? It's true that he was paying a porn star 100,000 a month.
I don't know the numbers, but I know for a
Bruh,
fact
I saw
there
100,000 a month.
yeah, I don't know, but I definitely she went on a rant for like 3 days on Twitter. She was talking about you was doing this, and this to me. I could have made you professional. She's the reason why you fatten out on the court. She was, you know what I'm saying? She was talking
Damn.
big mess.
No,
And
but who was saying that?
the porn star, her name is Mariah Mills. I guess she was messing around with Zion for a minute, and she's like, if you look at like I went on a Twitter page, she has a big
Like,
following.
if you look
Yeah,
at the sites I've
yeah,
been
if you look
visiting,
at no, if you look at if you look at the page, because I mean he was trending for a good couple of days.
mm,
She posted screenshots of messages. I'm talking like messages through just on the phone, through Snapchat. You know what I'm saying? She was really going off, basically
mm,
saying like, um, talking smack because Zion, he got this stripper pregnant. You know what I mean? She was like, oh, she's not gonna do this, she's not gonna do that. I know how to be a professional. Like, I know you're gonna have a bunch of women, but Zion, man, he was out here paying. He was talking about how much do I need to pay you a month to, stay out here in New Orleans and all this
ah,
stuff. And but he ended up getting this stripper pregnant, and he's like, oh yeah, like mommy and daddy love you. Did the whole like gender reveal thing with her. And man, it's funny because I sent you that clip with Stephen A. basically saying he's like, Zion, this is why you ain't on the court. You ain't got no legs under you. You're doing too much. You know what I mean? Like, I think, this was it. What was that? The 2020 draft class? Yeah, the 2020 draft class, man. The top two picks really ain't doing too good, man. You know what I'm saying? As far as you look at Zion, he can't stay on the court and be healthy. And then, your boy Ja over here thinking he John Wick and shit. Like,
John Wick.
you know what I'm saying? Like,
That's the homie John Wick.
these are supposed to, like, them two specifically are supposed to be the new faces of the league. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were talking about Ja was going to be the next LeBron, or not Ja. They were talking about Zion was going to be the next LeBron. Ja, he was this dynamic point guard, remind you of Derrick Rose. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I think that just goes to show that in the NBA right now, there is no real veteran leadership, at least on, these younger teams. Because I feel
Well,
like,
yeah, go ahead.
I was about to say, because at least I feel like, back in the day, teams kind of valued having that older guy or older guys to bring in a young talent and kind of like show them the ropes, how to be a professional somewhat, how to, like, translate into keeping your private life private, but also, showing out and balling on the court. Because I mean, let's be honest. I think the biggest thing out of all this is the fact that we live in a social media age and everything is on camera. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah, man. Biggest thing is some young suckers with money, man. Know what I'm
but you can
saying? I
say,
mean,
but I don't know. I can't really say that because
bruh,
I'm gonna be honest. If you look at it, if there was social media back in the 90s and in the early 2000s, for real, it'd
dude,
be
no.
different. A lot of dudes would get in trouble.
We live by different rules, bro. We didn't pay chicks like that, man. It
Yes, they
wasn't
did.
going down.
It
No, they
was under
didn't.
wraps. It was under wraps. I guarantee it.
Nah, not no $100,000 a damn month, bro. Come on,
Because
man.
they wasn't making that money, but
Well,
they was paying them some money though.
the one that was out in the public was that everybody kind of knew about when Superhead wrote her little book. Shaq was breaking her off like apartment money. You know what I'm saying? Like 10,000 a month,
But that's then though. You got to think about inflation and times now.
bruh.
You know what I'm saying?
Come on, 100,000 a month. I mean, I don't care how you slice that up. That's some of the biggest tricking. That's why it's such a big deal. You
Oh,
know what
for
I'm
sure.
saying? I'm like, bro, that's some of the biggest tricking you ever gonna hear about. You got one dude tricking off his money on females. You got the other dude riding around flashing guns, man. Those are the two young Americans that they're trying to push to be the next. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it just looks bad. And then the other superstars we have are just older. You know, LeBron, you might as well, he may play another year or two in the league. Then you
Hmm.
got Dame, he's a quiet family man. You know what
But
I'm
if you look
saying?
at it though, but that's two different generations. If you look at it, I think
Yeah, that's what I'm
you
saying.
know what
They're
I mean.
all the that's what I exactly what I just said. American like stars are older. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they're getting phased out.
But
LeBron,
that
Lillard, Curry, you know what I'm saying? Those cats are being phased out. They held the mantle, and these young dudes that supposed to be holding it up coming up ain't got no game about them, man.
But that's where
You
I
know what
feel
I'm
like
saying?
the veterans come in because if you look at it when LeBron came in, he had those veterans who were in the league who were dealing with stuff. They may not have been big names. You even look at Steph Curry, he had veterans. Dame, he had LaMarcus Aldridge. Like they had guys who had been in the league. Versus you look at Zion, I think when he came to the Pelicans, I couldn't name a real veteran that they had on the team. When you look at Ja, I don't even think they had Steven Adams yet, who was really like a veteran for real. You know what I'm saying? Like I think those are some of the youngest teams in the NBA versus back in the day, you had those
I'll give
guys
you
who,
that.
you know what I mean?
I'll give you
There
that
is no real
because
like leadership to kind of show them the ropes.
yeah, I'll give you that much, man. But you know, it's one of those things to where still common sense has to kick in. Common sense has to be common.
But
You know
that's
what
the
I'm
thing with
saying?
this younger generation. There's not a lot of common sense because everything you got to be shown on the internet.
See, that's the thing. Every time I say something, you have an excuse why this younger generation is doing what it's doing. But I'm
That's
like,
just the facts, though.
got more excuses than a nigga going to jail. You
Well,
know
shit,
what I'm
Ja
saying?
finna be right there in jail with him. No,
And
know
I'm like, God
what I'm
dang.
saying?
I
Like,
mean, that's why we are where we are.
yeah,
In my generation, we didn't even not even just my generation, even generations after me. You know what I'm saying? Cash just had a certain amount of game about them to where they handled themselves differently. These
no, for
dudes
sure.
free for all. But you
Because
know,
I kind of look at it. I kind of look at it like this, right? So how and this is kind of between you and I, like how I was raised between like you know what I'm saying growing up with you and stuff like that. Like I ain't have to I don't have to fucking flash every little thing that I'm doing just to show like somebody else that I'm this or I'm that. I feel like now because everything is so accessible, like they're kind of like, oh bro, like look what I'm doing. Like they have to show it in order to feel validated. I feel like that's what it is. They're searching for validation or some shit, which is dumb. I think it's completely idiotic, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? But
feminine, it's that
mm,
feminine energy, bro. That's like
yeah,
female. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I don't know. I don't know. It's a sad thing, man. Hopefully, both of them young dudes will be all right. Zion need to stop eating cheeseburgers and a gumbo.
Zion need to get the hell out of New Orleans. That's what he needs to do.
Yeah, but shit, where's he gonna go, man? Go to New York. It's nightlife there. That's the
Can't go
biggest
to New
media
York.
hub.
He would value. It's fucked up, but I think he would value in a place like fucking like San Antonio or fucking Utah or some shit, somewhere where there's not like a big like life where he could
It's
really just
two
focus.
places where I guarantee you he don't want to go. You know what
Oh,
I'm saying?
for a
So
fact. Oh, 100%. Yeah.
But we'll see. We're gonna have Raider Mike gonna be tuning in a minute. We're gonna get past this one. Hopefully he'll come in and speak on this one. We're gonna move on
No,
to
no, but how long you think Josh should be suspended for though?
oh, okay. Well, we'll move into that one next.
Yeah.
So we can talk about that. For me, let me pull up my cheat sheet here. I know off top. For me, I think should be suspended for a year.
Hmm.
I just believe that some people need to be saved from themselves.
Yes.
This is an instance where that needs to happen. It's obvious by his behavior, man, that um, the dude can't get right on his own. He's one of them dudes. I think he's hard headed, and he needs to be shown that all right, this ain't a game. You know,
Mm.
we're paying you $200 million, bro. You going? I mean, this is the game he chose to play. Well, normally on some, you know, liberating black, pro athlete, you know what I mean? Speaking in that lane to where I'm like, you don't want people to control you, tell you what to do, how to speak in the
Mhm.
media, different things like that. Some cats have to be reeled back in. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Obvious he can't handle himself um, in a matter that a $200 million catch. If he was doing stuff, say like Kyrie, where he was trying to enlighten himself and he's going off to the left, I can support that. But when you're just doing dumb shit, flashing guns, man, and threatening teenagers and shit like that, then it's obvious you have an issue and you need to be reeled in. So for me, I think we've spoken before. I'm like, okay, I'll go for a year suspension. I would go for, no salary for that year, getting all the help he need, counseling, therapy, whatever it is. I know it's something he don't want to do. Some people may be thinking that's speaking from a conservative mind state, but I think he needs something drastic to show him like, okay, I need to get my shit together. And I'm not saying conform 100%. Like some people are saying, oh, he got to cut his hair off. No, I mean, he ain't got to do all that shit.
Nah, hell no.
You know what I'm saying? But he needs to know in the field he's playing, man, he needs to learn how to handle that shit.
Mhm.
So I would say take him away from what he loves the most and what is his money maker so he can realize like, oh, I got a lot to lose. And then, it's only going to be a year. I mean, that cat can work on his game, can get his shit together. He needs to miss it. And, you know, come back with a vengeance. You know what I mean? Because the only thing that's going to prove that he can be better is time. I'm talking about as far as his uh, attitude towards everything.
Mhm.
Basketball, the dude's great. Not great. He's very good. He has a chance to be great. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's what I think, man. What do you think?
Um, I agree. I feel like they should kind of give him like the Gilbert Arenas treatment, where I think they suspended him, but they suspended him for a year, right? But they said it was indefinitely or something like that.
Yeah,
Uh, I think they should give him that treatment. You know what I mean? Kind of on the same page, giving him, allowing him to miss the sport. See if it's even really what he wants to do. If he truly loves basketball like that, you know what I
yeah,
mean? Like, I mean, shit, man. They were literally throwing him the keys, like, please be the face of the NBA. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? All the kids love him. He's doing a little gritty on the court, all this stuff, blah 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 blah. Like, I think John Morant I think he can. I think very much he has the talent to be the face of the NBA. I think he has the charisma to be the face of the NBA. But right
yeah.
now, his mindset, it's not right. You know what I'm saying? Right now, it looks like he's going down the wrong path really, really fast. And I only hope that with this suspension, because the suspension is coming, like no matter, like without a doubt, the suspension is coming. I just hope he really takes this opportunity to sit back and really look and be like, damn, like I could really mess this up. Not even just on some, oh, it's just some money here. Da, da, da. No, you're missing out on an entire NBA career, something that you worked extremely hard to get to. You know what I'm saying? Just throw it away just because you want to be around your friends and all that. Da 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 da. I really hope he takes this chance to really look at his inner circle, the people around him, to be like, okay, I need to wean out who's not really looking out for me. Because I could even say someone like a Zach Randolph, right? Who was really like, you think about Zach Randolph, he's really kind of like you said, he bullied the bullies where he come from. He's really about that to a certain degree. And even him, he had his troubles early on. I'm sure you remember him on the Blazers, like, like, you know what I'm saying? Zach Randolph he was that dude, but
I
he
remember
grew
the
into
Blazers used to be called the Jail Blazers.
exactly. So I'm only hoping that he kind of takes into consideration that certain people around you don't need to be around you if they're trying to hinder you from becoming what you're somewhat destined to be. You know what I'm saying? Like at the end of the day, he's the one with the money. He's the guy. So if anything, the people around him should be wanting to protect him. You know what I'm saying? To want him to succeed, to want him to grow and become everything that he can be, not kind of have them not have him stoop to their level as far as doing this on social media, doing that on social media. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like Ja still has a lot to grow. And I mean, if I feel like you give somebody that young that much money. I mean, shit, man. What do you kind of expect? They say money changes you, but at the same time, I feel like money kind of brings out more so of who you are to a certain degree. And I put that in quotations because it's like it may not be who you are, but it may always who you want it to be. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I think Josh still has a lot of growing to do, but I only hope with this suspension that he's able to learn and really recognize who's there, who wants him to win and who doesn't.
Mm, I like that. I like that. You know, and a lot of people just talk about the fact that he's from a dual parent home, so things
That
should be
doesn't mean
better from a
anything.
nuclear family. But
Yeah,
hey, man, you can come from a dual parent home and your parents can spoil you because of your talent,
exactly.
how good you
Mhm.
are. Then your friends could be spoiling you also just because of how good you are. You know what
I
I
mean,
mean?
truth be told, like his daddy is kind of like, he's the one on the sidelines. Oh, look at me, look at me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get it, be a great supporter for your child, but at the same time, it's like you gotta, you know what I'm saying? You got to be able to like realize that when your child is in trouble, man, you got to want to, step up and help them out or something.
Yeah. Yeah, there you go. Y'all see Raider Mike came on looking like old man fiddling with that phone, man. You know what I'm saying? What you got? We was just talking about John Morant, man. You know what I mean? Like, talk about how long we think his suspension should be. I think
Oh,
we
well,
both said about a year, you know what I mean, to get back. What do you think?
I said he should be suspended for 41 games. I
Why
felt that
41?
for the first half of the season, make him think about it. I don't think he should get for the whole year. I said 41 games. I've been thinking about, I said a year too. I thought about a year, but I said, I think 41 games is to give him enough time to see what he's going to do. If he going to, do he love this game or he want to, I don't know, man. I know it's going to be at least half the year or the whole year. And I think with Silverman, they wanted for it to be the child of the NBA, and he don't want to be. I don't know if he's suspended him for the whole year. I know he's gonna suspend him for at least. It ain't nothing less than 41 games. At the most, it'll be a year. I wouldn't be surprised either one. So I just feel that we give him some time so he can see if he really, you know, want to play this game, or do you want to play the being in the street game, or what game he want to play. But I'll say that's what I say. I'll say 41 games. That's what is an 82 game season, whatever they got going, unless they didn't added some games.
Yeah, I don't think half of this season is enough to get his mind right, bro. I
I
think
could,
time when he's playing with guns multiple times, man. I think it's time for you. Nice little reality check, man. You know what I'm
yeah.
saying? So I mean, when you play with guns, man, negative things happen. So
I can
you know,
see, I can see them doing 41 games with stipulations. Like he has to, meet certain benchmarks. But I think a year would be the thing. Would be like the benchmark.
Therapy, he need to be in a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, because you even see like I think his camp tried to come out and said the last time it was like a toy gun or some shit. Like they're trying to like play it off like, nah, man, let's just be honest. Like Jaws wilding right now.
mm. Well, hopefully the young man will get the help he need. You know what I mean? Hopefully the suspension, whatever it is, will be enough time for him to realize that he needs to change his life and get it together.
Yeah,
And
he need
moving right to
to.
law. Next up, man, we're gonna stay in the NBA. We're gonna stay in the association. Chris Paul he's going to be moving on, man. I want to see where you guys think he should go next. We started off, Raider Mike. Let you go first, man.
Well, let's get this out the way. He going to the Lakers about what, how many years later?
About 10 years too late. About
10
13
years
years.
too late. Broken down Chris Paul. He either gonna go to the Lakers because he can handle the ball, dude. LeBron won't have to handle, but we're gonna have two over here. Oh, LeBron's still playing good, but Chris Paul, he's injury prone now. Why couldn't we get you 10 years ago when Kobe needed you to get
David Stern, that's why.
That was David Stern. He vetoed the trade. I don't even want him now. Now I don't even want him because I wanted him in his prime. He didn't want Kobe to pass my. You know what I'm saying? I think he either go to the Lakers or he would go to the Lakers or he go somewhere where he can help out the Lakers, or maybe he might go to somewhere like I'll say the Lakers. If I gotta, I'm not even going nowhere else because he was at the Clippers already. So he may go back there, but I doubt it. I think he'll be a Laker, and that's what I think.
Okay, architect.
Yeah, man.
Where's his next landing spot?
I saw a report I think it was yesterday. It said something about the Warriors being interested in Chris Paul, and I was just like, I just
about that too.
I don't know if I can see that happening. I think Chris Paul gonna end up in that purple and gold, man. I think he's gonna complete the saga for LeBron playing with all his friends. You know what I'm saying? He played with D Wade, he played with Carmelo, and I think to end it off, you know what I mean, he would Chris Paul. Granted, Chris Paul isn't what he used to be, but you know what I'm saying? He can still dish out some assists. He can still handle the ball, do what he needs to do. He probably won't play the whole season, you know what I'm saying, which is rightfully so. He's old in NBA terms. So I think he ended up in purple and gold. The only other place where I could really see him going and having like a solid role is like off the top of my head. I really can't. I can't say. I can't honestly. I can't see Chris Paul and nothing else with purple and gold, man. I think that's where he's gonna go. I think that's where he wants to go. Because he said he still got some. He wants to play a few more years, and then what better place to play a few more years than with somebody who can kind of elongate those years in LeBron. He's not what he once used to be. But the man is still averaging about 25, 28 points a game. So I don't know. I think purple and gold is where Chris Paul is going to end up at, man.
Oh, okay. Well, I got a couple of teams that I think he would be a good fit on. And these teams, what I said, I was having a conversation with someone, and I said the NBA at some point is going to go back to having good point guard play. Like, gone are the days of Rod Strickland, Kenny Anderson, Kevin Johnson, you know what I'm saying, John Stockton. You had like a good point guard that can run the show for your team. And in those championship years on the Warriors was winning, we had like as a sub, we would have somebody that can come in and that control a team, like a Sean Livingston type that can come in, kind of direct the team. Now, there's two teams off the top of my head that are good teams, but just freaking turn the ball over like crazy. One is the Celtics and the other one's the Warriors. Like from time to time, you could use a point guard to come in so Curry can play off the ball and, you know what I mean, get dished the ball off, you know what I mean, in some good spots where they like to shoot.
Yeah.
Same with Tatum and Brown. If they have to do, Smart is not like a good point guard.
He's not a true point guard.
He's okay. He's cool, but have a true point guard on that team be a world of difference. And then the Lakers, I don't think is a good fit because teams are old. LeBron is an old LeBron and an old Chris Paul. You know what I'm saying? At least with the Warriors, the rotation, you have enough to where I think you don't need Chris Paul as much. You know what I'm saying? And I don't know. I don't know. I think he'd be a better fit on if he was a Warrior or a Celtic, really, to tell the truth. Or maybe even if he went back to the Clippers, man.
That's what I said, the Clippers. That's what I did say, maybe the Clippers.
But, other than that, I don't know who he's going to sign with. I think he probably would sign with the Lakers, though. You know what I mean? Like you said, that friendship shit and Clutch Sports and LeBron got kind of a lock on the league right now. So I could easily see Chris Paul going there, but I think it would be a bad move for the Lakers to sign him. I think it would be a bad move for him to go there because I think he would be getting too much damn time, man, and he gonna get hurt. Best
Oh,
believe
for
that.
sure. Oh, for sure.
And he needs to go somewhere where they can kind of limit his minutes somewhat so he can pace himself. But I don't know. I think he'll be a Laker though. I do. And
We'll let him pace himself.
then y'all gonna be blaming him like I did Westbrook. Yeah.
Nah,
All Chris,
we ain't-
it's gonna be all Chris Paul's fault. It's man over the heel.
Oh, think about this. What if he went to like Minnesota? Minnesota or like Philly. You know what I mean?
Minnesota, Philly.
Yeah, that'll be
Yeah.
two good spots for him too.
I can see that. I can see that.
Yep, two more good spots.
But
But
I think he'll end up in that purple and gold, man.
me too. I think so too. I think he's gonna be.
I didn't
a
even think about
Laker.
the Celtics. Like the Celtics would be a really good fit for him, to be honest.
Hell yeah, it would.
Like
Man,
for
Celtics
sure.
would, but the Milwaukee Bucks would be a good fit for him. I think.
They got Drew Holiday though.
They
dog.
got Drew.
Yeah.
I know, but I still think he could come and give some minutes. He ain't got to start. He ain't gonna be
Yeah, he
starting.
probably-
He can come off and give him some of them
I think
bench-
Chris Paul still feels like he
Hey.
would start somewhere. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Like.
Yeah,
Plus, I
that's
think
why
that
he's
the
gonna-
Bucks already
that's why
got
he's
their
gonna-
rotation set too.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know what I
go to the
mean.
Lakers.
So
He go to the Lakers and for the rest of his days.
All right, so we all it's unanimous. We all think he'll be a Laker next year. Moving
mhm.
right along. Next up, we're gonna go to the NFL, the National Football League of Negroes. Now, Dalvin Cook, released from the Vikings, on the move. Got a top shelf running back out there looking for a team. Where do we think he's going? I think I'll leave this one off, man. Obviously, from Miami, went to Miami Central High School, so Dolphins would be a good fit for him. You know, that would be nice for him to go there. They already got a nice squad. You know, if Tua could stay healthy, run the show,
Mhm.
have Cook in the backfield, then you got that ultimate weapon on the outside catching passes. So
Shit, low key, they got two of them out there.
yeah, that's
You know what I
true.
mean?
So that could be devastating. Then
Yeah.
you look, what if you went to the Jets, joined up with
Yeah.
old Rodgers?
A-Rod. Yeah.
I know that one running back is coming back off injury. from the
Brees
Jets.
Hall. But hey,
Saying, I don't know if he's going to be 100%.
I don't know.
Yeah, so I mean, that would be a good look for him. And then, what if you went to the Broncos? They're interested. Sean Payton had that boy looking like Alvin Kamara.
Kamara, yeah, absolutely.
Then that's another little landing spot. And then my spot where I hope he goes.
No, of course.
Nah, not Dallas. Not Dallas.
No.
We're not gonna pay for him. You know, and I'm already when it comes to him and D Hop, we ain't gonna throw the money out there.
Oh, come
But-
on, man.
What if he had a nice 1-2 punch out there in Cleveland and Deshaun and
Oh my
Chubb.
God. Oh,
you know what I'm
Oh.
saying?
oh,
A nice fit too. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I think he'll be a Dolphin, but if he played his cards right and really just looked at it, he got some options, man. But overall, I think he's gonna go to Miami. That's a good option. That's a good option too. You know, Architect, what you think, man?
Hey, I honestly, I didn't even think about Cleveland. Cleveland would be because, just like when they had Chubb and Kareem Hunt.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Where did Kareem Hunt go?
He's still a free agent, right?
Yeah, I don't even
Oh,
know. Shit.
That's what I said.
Yeah,
Now
if he got a job.
he would be. I thought he's a free agent. Like he could afford the Cowboys. You can afford him. I'd like to have him. I'll take
You
Kareem
know,
Hunt.
Initially I was on the same page. I'm thinking he'll go to Miami. He already, I think, like the day they announced the Vikings were releasing him, he had posted something about him being in Miami or something like that. So I think that's where he'll end up going. But other places where I think he could land, as much as you think the Cowboys wouldn't pay for it, I think Jerry would slide him a nice little brown paper bag for him to have that star on the side of his helmet, which honestly, I think it would be a good fit. I think it would be a good fit for him to be in
A great
Dallas.
fit.
You know what I'm saying?
As
Another
long as you get
team.
rid of that little fumbling issue he had, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah, I would say there. I would say what's another one? I think shit, if you wanted a little easy ride to the championship ring,
Philly.
might take a little cut, go to Kansas City. I can
All
see
right.
it for whatever reason. I can see Kansas City try to make a little something for him because it's not like if you looked at it,
Yeah,
Dalvin Cook never really had any problems or anything. But if you give Andy Reid another weapon
yeah,
like that,
that'd
oh
be tough.
shit. Granted, I don't want him in my division by any means whatsoever, but I feel like Andy Reid would do something crazy with him. I'm with you on the Jets. That would be a nice little 1-2 punch. Um, shit, even I don't think Denver. I don't think Denver would pull the trigger on him. I just don't. Um, Frisco, although they have Christian McCaffrey,
Nah, you don't
Well,
want to
they
go
got
there, man.
Elijah Mitchell too. That mean, not they got that Mitchell boy
Well,
too.
it don't
So
matter. Any running back that plays for San Francisco is going to get hurt at some time in the season, man.
yeah. I think another surprising one for me, like this is a really, really dark horse, but I think him being in the backfield in Chicago would kind of take some pressure off of Justin
Oh,
Fields.
no, no, no.
They have
He
the
ain't
cap
going.
space. I know he's not going there. When I said it would be a dark horse because I think Chicago, like, they have they're improving, I should say. But I think at this point, Dalvin, he's like, oh, I want to compete, for a real championship or whatnot. So I think the easiest places for him to be would either be Dallas, it would be I like Cleveland that you said that. And then on top of that, I mean Kansas City, because I mean shit, like let's just be honest, Kansas City, if he was willing to take a pay cut, I think Andy Reid would do something crazy with him.
Yeah, I think you have something there. Shit. Rest of the league, beware. Raider Mike, what you think?
I
Or
think
excuse me, I'm sorry. Laker Mike, what you think?
well, it ain't Lakers now. It's the season.
I got to go with
Season's
the name on
over.
the screen, man. The name on the screen says Laker Mike.
Oh, well, I didn't put it on there. Somebody must put it on there. You can take that. You can change that.
Oh,
But
go ahead. We switch it back.
well, I think he can stay in the state of Florida. I think he go to Tampa Bay. I think he can be all right in Tampa Bay though. I mean, they're bringing another
Ooh.
quarterback in, and Baker
Ooh,
Mayfield
Baker?
help
I
or
was about to say, do they got
whoever.
action at winning
Have
games?
you seen the video of like how bad
But
they're
they won't pay him. But the thing is, they will pay him.
Oh, for
Is
sure.
what I'm trying to say. Tampa Bay will pay him. This is a top flight running back. This ain't no, this ain't no chicken liver. I mean, this ain't liver. They getting steak. This is a top of the line running back, and I think he'd look nice in Tampa Bay. And another fit. I don't know if you want to go to another Florida team. You can go over to Jacksonville. They the up and coming team. They
Oh
look pretty good.
yeah, yeah.
I'm saying Jacksonville got Dalvin Cook
Hmm.
and have the what's that
James Robinson? No, they don't have him no more,
no,
do
they
they?
ain't got James Robinson. I'm talking about the
No.
other boy.
ETN.
NTM. Yeah.
Yeah.
With that 1-2 punch right there, that'll put Jacksonville over the top. I'm thinking he would look nice in the Jacksonville Jaguar uniform, or that's where they win, and he could win now with them. You go to Tampa Bay and get paid now. So those are the two teams. And then if you really wanted to go a third team, now Philly, they already run it. They already rich. Now Philly, you're getting too rich if they was to do that.
Hey,
But I wouldn't put it past them. They trying to win. That'll be the third, like the last one. Because you know Howie Roseman, they trying to win. They trying to win. And I
What about
was thinking about
Buffalo?
And I was thinking about Kansas
I
City,
don't
but
think I don't
not
think
Buffalo.
Buffalo would pay him.
Buffalo don't run the ball enough, but they
Yeah.
need to. If they did, they probably would go to the Super Bowl if they switched it up.
Shit,
And
they ran the ball when they had
went
Thurman Thomas, and that didn't work out, did it?
well, they went to 4 Super Bowls straight
About to
though.
say, got him there.
They got them to 4 Super Bowls straight.
Damn
Well,
it.
they thought they ran into Dallas twice, and
Yeah.
and they lost to the Redskins and the Giants on a missed field goal. They should have really won one. That field goal kicker would have made that one field goal.
They was 0 for 4 against the NFC East.
Right.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Right. They could have, and they could have won. They should have won that game, but the other ones, no. But that's what I think. Unless the New York Giants, I mean, want to have a 1-2 punch with him and what's his name and Saquon Barkley or something, but they trying to win too. Just in case,
Yeah.
who knows? They could be in the runnings. The Cowboys should be in the running, but That's what I think, because I know Detroit wouldn't, they already picked up somebody and they got that rookie that they drafted. But who knows? But that's what I think. I think it'd be Tampa Bay or Jacksonville, the first two suitors.
Okay. Hey, then we're gonna swing it right back to you about D-Hop. He's out there too. Where do you think he gonna go?
Damn. I know the Patriots picked him up. You know how they do it. They pick you up for it. He might go to the Patriots. So if I'm really want to be politically correct, it's either the Patriots or the Cowboys. Best fit would be if Jerry wanted to give up a couple of dollars for the Cowboys, because that would complete their receiving core. They would have a deep threat in Gallum. You would have a possession receiver in Hop, and you would have another explosive receiver in CD Lamb, and they got that other receiver that's coming back for the Dallas who didn't have that they high up on. It's a younger
Turpin?
receiver we had. No, not Turpin.
Not Turpin. It's the dude we drafted from TCU, I think.
Yeah, that receiver.
Okay.
Yeah, so that would, if they had him, look out, because they can get battle the 49ers and beat them, because they're gonna have somebody can go up and get that ball. You know, there's no way that Hopkins ain't gonna go out and get that ball, you know. And that would give Jerry Jones like another Michael Irvin type of receiver. He'd be like Michael Irvin. That's a Michael Irvin right there. That's what.
But we ain't got no Troy Aikman throwing the ball. That's the biggest issue we have.
Y'all got the black Kirk Cousins.
I know. hey, but he can get him the ball. All you gotta do is just throw it up there, Greg. He gonna go out and get it. So I would say the Raiders, but he ain't coming us. He trying to win. I don't know what we're gonna look like this year yet.
Oh,
but if we added something like that, look out. But I say the two best suitors, like I said, is the Patriots. They ain't saying nothing, but they need all the help they can get. I think Dallas would be a good place, and also he can go to Frisco. They don't have a possession receiver. They got him. That'll be a problem.
Yeah, it'd be a big problem. Shit.
That's what the 49ers got to. Let's just say the 49ers would be a great place for him to go to, the 49ers.
Why? Who you got throwing the ball? Brock Purdy?
He ain't. You know, his arm ain't gonna be ready to throw. He ain't playing this year, man. He got that Tommy John surgery. That man is not playing.
So who's playing? Lance?
It's Trey Lance throwing him the ball.
No, it's gonna be Sam Darnold. Watch.
Nah, I bet it'd be Trey Lance. They didn't waste no first round. Sure,
Yes,
Sam Darnold
wasted
had
that pick.
Sam Darnold had his chance. That fool ain't. No, it'll be Trey Lance. Trey Lance get the first crack. So if he don't do well, then Darnold will come in. But I got a funny feeling.
What receiver wants to go there to find? You don't even know who the starting quarterback is. Why would you want to sign with him?
It's gonna be Trey Lance. I bet you that's gonna be the quarterback.
Well, even if he is, all right, it's Trey Lance. Why do you want to go there to play wide receiver? With a quarterback who's never even played?
It ain't gonna matter.
Has he ever played 3 consecutive games in his career?
I'm just trying to tell you, I got a good feeling about him. But what I'm trying to tell you is he playing with the best defense.
That does nothing for a wide receiver who wants to catch the ball.
But Trey Lance can get him the ball. I trust Trey Lance.
You don't know that.
Sam Darnold. I trust him before Sam Darnold.
How many 300-yard games did Trey Lance have in his career?
Doesn't matter. We're gonna see. You know what? No, it doesn't.
Yes,
we're gonna see that. No, it doesn't. We're gonna see that.
If I'm a top-notch receiver, I don't want to play with a quarterback who's never had a 300-yard game in his life.
But that doesn't mean he's not gonna have it, Greg, and you know that. But
it means he doesn't have it now, and that's like saying freaking. If I'm Michael Jordan and I'm on the free market, I'm gonna go play for a coach who's never coached the game.
Right?
Why would I do that?
My point is this: we know he's not going to 49ers. We know that. I was just throwing that out there. We know he's not going there. He's gonna either go
circle back.
No. I just think he goes. I think Dallas is the most perfect spot. If you want to be technical about this whole thing, I know you don't trust your quarterback, whatever. He can get him the ball. I think the best spot for him is the Cowboys, or unless you want to send him to Kansas City. You send him to Kansas City, it's the problem.
How about this? You ever heard that? Who sings that song? reunited, and it feels so good.
He ain't going to Cleveland.
Go back to
He
the
ain't going to Cleveland.
How about that? I'd like
You need
him to go there. Go
Go
play with
back-
Deshaun, man. Go on and play with Deshaun.
Oh, you know what? I didn't think about that. You know what? That
Yeah.
wouldn't be bad. You know what? That would be, you know what? I didn't think about Cleveland because of
Yeah.
Deshaun Watson there, because he can get him the ball. Okay. That would be a good fit, but I just still think all in all, if I am a receiver and I was in the team that I want to go to who's just this far away from getting to the Super Bowl in the NFC, Dallas is not that far off. They ain't far off. If you want to look at it, look what Dallas has. I'm just saying. You don't know. I'm just saying. I ain't no, I'm not on no, I'm just going by what Dallas has and what they need to get over the hump. And against the 49ers, say if they had Hopkins against the 49ers, we'd have been talking about the Cowboys in the NFC Championship game versus the Eagles, not the 49ers.
Yeah.
I'm talking about because I'm just keeping it real. Who are they gonna have to stop them?
Nobody. That's right.
That's what I'm saying.
I like
That's
that.
the point that I make. I think that's his best spot. I'm period.
Okay, Architect, what you think?
Off the top, man, I think I want to see him go to Baltimore. I want to see, because obviously they just signed Odell to that, that I think $18 million contract or something like that, right? Obviously, they're trying to invest in Lamar, some receivers. Odell, we don't know about his injuries and all that. We know he probably will get hurt. But D-Hop, let's be honest, the only reason why he really missed games was probably because of suspension. He's not really been hurt that much. He's never been like that. That gives Lamar Jackson, yes, you have Odell, who is a number one adjacent. I would say he's almost a number one type of guy at this point in his career, but D-Hop has been a number one his entire career. Even, you know what I'm saying? Even when they look like the team was kind of lackluster, D-Hop has been that guy. I think you give Lamar Jackson another receiver who can catch anything thrown his way. I think that would be good. Another one, I can see D-Hop going to the Jets. You know what I'm saying? They got the cap space. Shit. Why not play with Aaron Rodgers, one of the greatest quarterbacks ever? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, sure.
Their receiving group isn't that great. I think that they got Alan Lazard and they got Garrett Wilson. I couldn't name anybody. Oh, and they got Mecole Hardman. There's not a lot. There's not a lot of talent, top tier talent, as far as the receiving core in New York.
Be a good fit.
He was been good there.
I could say I didn't even think Cleveland. I don't think he would go to Cleveland, but him reuniting with Deshaun Watson, they already have chemistry. They're, you know what I'm saying? I'm sure they're pretty cool off the field, all that good stuff, blah, 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 blah. But I think right now, D-Hop, I think he's towards the end of his career. He's looking to try and, compete for a championship for real.
Kansas City.
Like I said, Kansas City, if you wanted to take a much bigger pay cut, because Kansas City ain't giving him a bunch of money, I don't think.
Big ass pay cut.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I would either say I would want to off the top, like first thought that came to mind, I would want to say Baltimore, just because that gives them another weapon automatically. That's a little more pressure off of Lamar. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Yeah, either Baltimore or the Jets, because realistically the Jets, because they have a lot of cap space and they could probably give them a little extra.
Okay. I mean, you already know who I think. I just think Cleveland would be a good fit for him. I don't know. I hope he don't sign with the Patriots, because
I don't think he will. He was just in Tennessee today. He was just visiting Tennessee today for whatever reason.
Yeah, I'll be like, that'll be the place to go for his career to have a nice little depth, man. I don't think he want to go there. Dallas, of course, man. I would want him on the Cowboys, but man, the man made $27 million, you know what I'm saying, last year or whatever. So I'm like, we ain't paying him that, man. Jerry, he ain't, for some reason in his later days, he ain't giving up them big dollars, man, like he used to. Not to no free agents. So
he can always go.
That's because that's Steven over there talking about, hey, Dad, we can't do this no more.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Ever since Steven kind of took over, he ain't letting Pops open that wallet up, man.
Well, that's why they ain't opening up no championships because of Steven then either.
Exactly.
That's
They're
the
running
reason
it
why
like
they're
a
not.
business.
Yeah, he's trying to run it like a business instead of
Look,
trying to
right,
win. You
right
gotta,
now,
you gotta
the,
go get the tools to win, Gregory.
the Cowboys only got the Cowboys got 20 million in cap space right now. I don't think they're gonna give all that to D Hop.
I would. I would.
Man,
You want to
You
win
know.
Super Bowl? They didn't win Super Bowl.
yeah, they tripping, man. They tripping.
You
But I
they
don't
really
know.
didn't think about
That's
winning.
true. That's going to conclude the show for this week, everybody. Let everybody sign off.
Oh, I didn't know. Damn. Okay.
That was
well,
quick, huh?
It's your
Yeah,
boy
we
Raider Mike
just allowed
now.
the show.
It's your boy Raider Mike. I'm being full-fledged season football now. So no more Lakers.
It's your boy, the Young Architect, man. I appreciate everybody for tuning in. As always, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. And as always, you know what I'm saying? If you have any suggestions, go ahead, drop them in the comments, and we'll be sure to talk about them in the next episode.
All right, it's Big G signing out. See y'all next week.